Hello and good morning. You're here with Brothers Forge Gaming. And this morning we got a double feature for you. We're going to be doing two Platinum Trophy guides. Right here we're doing I Am the Hero, available as a download on the PlayStation Store, PlayStation 4. And, you know, if you're like me, maybe you've heard about this game, maybe you've seen this game and wondered, is it worth it? Well, here's the thing. If you're looking solely just to get a platinum, you're here, right now. You're going to be doing that. You can get this platinum probably, I'd say in a couple hours. It only requires about one playthrough unless, if you follow the guide, you could probably do it in one playthrough. So what I'm going to do, there's a roadmap to this game that I recommend you following for the sole reason that, okay, so like I said, if you're like me, you maybe were wondering about this game. Did you want to play it? And then here's the thing. For me, I did not enjoy playing this game. Unfortunately, this game has it has that nostalgia bite for you that kind of targets you. And, we see this problem a lot and especially with games like this that just underperform and maybe give retro gaming kind of a bad name in a way. That's not to say that this is a bad game. I just didn't enjoy it. The combat was sticky, and that kind of stuff drives me nuts. And you see this all the time in these kinds of beat 'em ups, low rent if you want, beat 'em ups. And it's still a cool game. Don't get me wrong. There's tropes. It's covered in tropes and all these things. So all that being said, let's take a look at the game to see if it's even a game you want to play, let alone a game you want to try to get a platinum on. I'd almost say 90% that accuracy that you're only probably going to want to play this for the platinum, but there may be some people out there that enjoy it. So if you're one of those, let me know in the comments what you enjoy about this game. So as you can see by the playing time there, it took me a little under 3 hours to get that. There's a little bit of garbage time in there, and then I had to go back. Out of the one trophy, that was the hardest to find in this, there was of course, elevator level, and you had to clear the entire elevator level to get to the other side, and if you don't do that, you can't get that trophy. So it's a huge pain in the butt. I'm actually going to show you a trick I used to do that made it easier for me at the end, and we're going to just kind of go over the trophies here real quick as well. So as you can see, I hope the sound is down low enough, guys. We'll start with the options. I've turned it down as much as I could. Sometimes these games come crazy through. We've got all these different languages here if you're into different languages. So there's a decent amount of dialogue, not a lot. So and then if you want real quick to look at these credits, Mongoose Studio, I like that. Special thanks, another indie for English localization. Okay, and then of course we've got Ratatalikia Games. If you guys are looking for like indie games, they're pretty good. Most of the time their games are inexpensive. I want to say this is normally $9.99. It's on sale right now for $3.99, something like that. So you can catch this one on sale. And I definitely wouldn't say this game is worth the full price, but if you get on sale and you're looking for a platinum, totally worth it. Let's take a look at some of these extras. So you do unlock characters as you go through. You can choose to either unlock a character or get a power up. And now, keep in mind, if you choose to get the character, you can only keep one at a time. And I found this guy to be the best. So once you get him, you don't need to unlock characters unless you're going to unlocking characters. These other guys are terrible. So this guy, you could basically spam that little kick thing he does, and it was really OP. Let's take a look at the collections. So these are associated with the trophies that you're going to find in the... you find these items throughout the game, and that's what the trophies are. I don't know what that is. Never found it. Interesting. Maybe you have to play the game on like hard or something to find it, or it was non-trophy associated. Interesting. So look at the characters, collections, look at the skills. So I basically only did one skill because I kept unlocking characters. But there's a trophy for using these skills a certain amount of times. I think 10 and then 50. And they're, I just didn't like how you had to use them. It didn't seem to be like productive to what I was trying to do with the game. So that being said, we'll go to the level and do a level select instead of doing continue. So we'll go back to that. So here's a hero's guide. Shows you some of your basic attacks. I like when they do this because it's hard to remember all these things. So there's extra things you can use your energy for here. Okay, so it just tells you about that. Okay. And what's this? Oh, okay, maybe the trophy's for this. So spam the square button. I thought it was for using that power-up, but maybe it's just for spamming the square button a bunch of times during a thing, getting critical attack. I like it. Okay, so that's basic there. Alright, and that's about... Did we look at extras? Yeah, we did. Okay, that's about it besides challenges. So I don't know what these are. I think maybe you can fight... wow, okay, so you can fight online, local, or online. So that's pretty neat. Whatever this is, maybe it's a challenge. Maybe you seek a match here and try to fight somebody one-on-one. I don't know. So those kind of added bonuses to this game could make it worth it for you and make the game more fun. As a solo experience, you know, I wasn't a fan. I'm not a huge fan of the fighting mechanics, and overall, it's it's a pretty short game, and that's what you'd expect from a retro-inspired like beat 'em up game. Most the old beat 'em ups were like 5 to 8 stages, but they're meant to suck your quarters down. So as home ports, they weren't the same. Coming home to play those games at home with unlimited continues and stuff, it just took something away. And a lot of time ports would get brought home to us as 2-player and a 4-player world kind of thing. So that being said, that doesn't mean that home ports of beat 'em ups are bad. Especially if you go and play them on like Super Nintendo and stuff. The compilation ones are unlimited continues and all that, but like Final Fight on Super Nintendo is a freaking tough game without unlimited continues. So the home port of that is anyhow. So that's what we're looking at here. Let's go back and take a look at extras. We're gonna go with characters, level. No, we're gonna select the level. Okay, and then once you beat it on hard, you can get unlock critical, which I think is a 1-hit. Oh, every time an enemy hits you, it's a critical. So you're pretty much going to be dying instantly. We're not going to do any of that. So as you can see, let's take a look at these levels real quick here. So spoilers, these are all the levels. There is some interesting enemies in this. We're going to start at level 1 because I'm going to just show you something there that is kind of going to illustrate my point onto what I'm talking about here. But real quick, let's go over these trophies. So there's 2 bronze, 13 silver, 7 gold, and 1 platinum. So those of you who are looking for trophies, here you go. This is a good one. You can do it in 2 to 3 hours. You don't need to do, you can do it basically in one playthrough. There's a guide. I'll put a link in the information section of this video if you want to follow that to save yourself some time. Like I said, I don't really recommend this game, so I would just say use the guide, get through the game, be done with it, unless you really like the game. And then play through the game first, decide for yourself what you want to do there. I didn't run into any glitched trophies. Okay, and then like I said, there's a guide you can follow, but real quick, so the trophies, there's a trophy for doing 100 and a 200 combo. Basically, there's a trophy for beating every single one of the bosses from the beginning to the end. Then this is the one I was talking about. It's called Blink, using critical attack 10 times, and then Blub Blub Blink, Bleep Bleep Blink. I don't know, that's using it 50 times. You're going to get that playing the game. I thought it was using an X move, but really it's just timing it, using square to time an attack like a counter punch, basically. Now, the ones I would recommend using the trophy guide for, and I would do it in order. So as you're going through the game, find the one that starts on level 1-1, and we're going to do that right now. And like I said, the hardest one is on 4-2, is the button battery, because you have to clear that stupid lift. So we're going to go to the first one. It's called the first gun. It's at the hospital. I don't know if this will give us a little bit of story, no, because we've already played the game. And what's cool is it is co-op, so maybe in a lot of games like this, if you play a single-player game, a co-op game single-player, it doesn't always give you the experience you want. I don't know if I'll be able to get it because I've already gotten it. Okay, so here it is. So if you don't want to follow the guide, if you want to do this on your own, you kind of just have to punch everything in this game. So you can punch signs, you can punch anything, basically anything in the background that you might not think you can punch it, and then you do have to push square to pick that up. So since I already have that trophy, it's not gonna proc, but that's cool that that's still there. So not only as you're fighting your way through the thing, and then there's certain scenes too that kind of push you forward. So make sure if you're trying to just do this in one run, that you're eking through the screens and checking all the stuff if you don't want to use the guide. which I don't always recommend doing, but for this game, I would recommend it because I don't want to spend any more time with this game than I need to. But that's me. That's me. I've heard from people that they really like this game, and so maybe I just wasn't in the mood to play this, or I've been kind of on a trophy grind, and this one was just another obstacle for me to get over. So maybe I approached it with the wrong mentality. All that being said, like I said, if you're just looking for a trophy, a platinum trophy, here you go. And then I'm going to show you one more thing because I had trouble with it, and I'm going to give you help on how to beat the lift level. And you'll really only need the main character because he has a move. I'm sure other characters have the similar move, but as you can see, you can switch to these guys. The thing that makes this super tricky, and I'll try to do it in one shot, but if you fall off the lift, you're dunsies. But if you position yourself just right, if you hold up and then push punch, oh, that wasn't it. It's basically that punch right there. You can knock them off the ledge, and this is how you're gonna want to approach this fight. And hopefully you can get in a spot where you don't have to do this more than once, because the closer you get to that edge, the easier it is to fall off. Because don't push us. Oh, there's that Linda. Man, those dagger guys are nasty. Because they disappeared. No, don't stab me. He's like, stab. Oh, nope. And see, so there it is. So basically, you have to restart the level at this point, and that is a bummer. Man, I hate this level. And this is what you're up against for this. This is probably the single most difficult trophy in the game to get. I mistimed those. Sometimes it seems like they stay down longer, and you're like, okay, you're gonna get up, and then you start your punch, and then they do that and they kick you. And now I'm behind the ball. Other enemies would be dropping in. So, this is the gist of it. Oh yeah, the Linda. They're squirrely, and the enemies will jump off the thing as well for you, but these ones can jump back in because they're pains in the neck. And then you can do the same thing, so do beware. Like, this character is not good. This is like the one stage this character is not good for, the enemy I'm fighting right now. Because you see you're moving around, like, with his kick is very directional. So maybe use the 1-2 combo there. That actually worked out pretty good. Ooh. Really, it's just about controlling the board. Board state, board state, board state. Get out of here. And this is not the extent of the moves. There's actually quite a lot of moves you can learn, buy, figure out. As part of it, but I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to not fall off the darn platform, and there are quite a few enemies that you have to kill, and of course they can come back. Kind of reminds you of Smash, trying to live on the platform. Oh my gosh, this guy's driving me crazy. Ah, there you go. Get out of here. Oh no, the smooching guys. See, you just mistime it just a little bit. If you're lucky, they'll fall off. Nope. And then if you do, there's a dash. If you do double forward, it's a dash to kind of like escape these attacks. But if you do that, you pretty much are always going to fall off. So I don't recommend it. You kind of just have to take a beating. Looks like I might die. Oh, really? Oh, man. So hopefully that was it. Nope. A little bit more. Totally mistimed that one. There is a charge attack you can do, but I don't recommend it as it is. It's like that, like you're wild and uncontrollable. And this is where it gets real. Now this guy's gonna beat me up, probably kill me. Hopefully I can control it with this other guy. But see, oh, I came back. And that was it. That would have been it right there. And then you can still fall off right here. Wait for this dang thing to go down. Okay, and then you can still mess it up. So, and then it's right here. And this character is not good at doing this attack. So it's in this event right here. I can't even do it because this guy's not good at it. So, gotta be another kind of attack. There it is. So as you can see, it's right there. And then you want to be careful with this guy going that way, geez, because his attack is so crazy. But at least you know you're hitting it. Whew, that was almost not good. How many times do I have to hit this one? Again, it might have been a good reason not to bring this guy because he's so hard to hit with this. And then you have to, the only way to select your different character is either getting a new one each level or doing it at the beginning like I showed you in that character level select thing. Alright, so here's the button battery. That's the hardest darn trophy to get, or I guess that's just the battery. That's the hardest darn trophy to get in this whole thing. So once you've cleared the game, once you beat the game, you can either, like I said, you can either follow this guide, I'll put a link to it, and then that way you only have to play through this game once, or you can play through the game and then figure out what you can find on the way through and then go back and look through whatever's good for you, or you can sit here and gut it out, grind it out, looking through every darn corner, nook, cranny, crevasse in the game if you don't want to follow the guide. And you know what, I support that. I support either way you want to do it. Like I said, this, to me, if you ask me, this game necessarily is not worth the investment of time to sit there and do that. So I will put a link to that for you in there. You've been hanging out with Brothers Forge Gaming. This is a look. It's a platinum trophy guide in a sense, in that it's a look at a game that you can easily get a platinum trophy guide or a platinum trophy on. And then again, make sure to check out our entire platinum trophy guide playlist for more games, not only games to get trophies, but fun games to play. This just didn't happen to be the best game, at least in my opinion. So yeah, if you're out there looking for a trophy, grab this up. It's worth it in terms of that. Wait for it to go on sale. It does do that. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Again, you've been hanging out with Brothers Forge Gaming, and we'll see you on the next run.